What's up everyone? Welcome to a new episode of Financecouch, brought to you by PerFinEx, the #1 English-speaking and independent financial planner in Germany. I was on Reddit again, subreddit EU Personal Finance, and saw this post right here asking if real estate in Europe is a bad investment in general. Really? Bro engineer wants to buy a 2 or 3 room apartment and mix it up between living in there himself and renting it out. All while leaving Europe again in 2 to 3 years. Man, you really like the numbers 2 and 3, do you? I can't speak for other European countries, I can only give you facts about the German real estate market. And here it first of all depends if you can even buy a property. You need to fulfill a couple of requirements on the personal side of things, like unlimited job contract, out of probation period, good Schufa score, as well as a couple of financial things like high income, low debt, or no debt at all. As we want to keep this video nice and short, here's a video going into the 5 to-dos before buying real estate in detail. Let's say you fulfill everything and can buy a property. We know what you want to buy, a 2 to 3 room flat. Now we need to know where you want to buy. Because the way you phrase your post, it sounds like there is one single Europe, which is either good or bad. That's not how it works, bro engineer. If you've seen a couple of our videos, you know that there is not one Germany. There is a huge difference if you buy here in Munich, in Berlin, or in Frankfurt, compared to buying a property in Großröhrsdorf. What the f is Großröhrsdorf, you might say? Exactly. Following this logic, if there's not one Germany, there cannot be one Europe. And that's also what a couple of people have been saying in the comments. Again, I can't speak for other European countries, but in Germany there are locations that I would love to own real estate in, and other locations I wouldn't even want the property if I get it for free. Let's come to the last part of your post, you wanting to leave Europe in 2 to 3 years again. Looking at it from a financial perspective, because I'm a financial advisor, you know, it doesn't matter that much honestly if you want to stay in Germany or Europe for 2 years, 20 years or 40 years. What matters to me is what you want to do with the property. If you plan to sell it again in 2 to 3 years when you're leaving, then renting is probably better than buying, simply for the fact that you have additional purchasing costs when buying a property here in Germany that can be pretty significant. The lowest is 5.5% for the notary and ground purchasing taxes here in Bavaria or Saxony. You cannot get lower than that. The highest could be 6.5% ground purchasing tax plus 2% for the notary plus 7.2% for greedy real estate agents that we have apparently in our capital Berlin, which would be a whopping 15.7% in additional purchasing costs that come on top of the property value. So at the moment you buy this property, your investment is basically down by 15.7%. Whoopsie! Let's take the middle of 10% additional purchasing costs. Recouping that in 2 to 3 years is not impossible, but maybe tough. Sure, in 2020, the average German property prices went up 9.6% after inflation, and in 2021, 14.2% after inflation. So with growth rates like that, you would indeed recoup your initial losses. But past performance is no guarantee for future results. And in one of our latest videos, we had very strong arguments why real estate in 2022 and going forward is probably very different from real estate in the last 10 years. Again, German real estate, not European real estate. So, bro engineer, how about you keep your property when you leave in 2 to 3 years? You're gonna rent out 2 of the 3 rooms anyway, so just rent out the other room as well when you're leaving. When you keep the property, you have a lot more time to recoup your initial losses and actually make some gains in terms of property valuation and in terms of passive rental income. Pretty nice, huh? And when you wait 10 years, you can even sell your property completely tax-free. That of course depends if and how you're even taxed here in Germany, but that is of course a whole other level. We might discuss this in another video. Let us know if that is interesting to you. Take care guys, and be aware, of what you post on Reddit, because I'm out there watching you.